Hey, what's up, y'all? I've dealt with mental health issues my entire life. Really severe PTSD, anxiety, bad addiction issues, and very bad compulsive issues. And it sucks this isn't like 100% advice for everybody, but depending on your age and how older you are, a lot of these things, these compulsive and like addictive personality stuff, it's not going to go away. It's a part of you. And it is up to you to be as diligent as possible about finding safe, productive, and healthy as possible habits to fill in these gaps because they will come out if you do not satiate them and if you put them off to the side. I've dealt with this so badly and it's almost ruined my life several times, but it's almost like think about the fact that when your roof is leaking, and when your roof is leaking it's raining outside, so you're not going to go outside and fix it. Like, oh, things are happening too much, I can't figure out how to fix this problem. And then when it stops raining and you're not feeling those horrible emotions temporarily, it goes outside of your mind because you don't want to think about it and you don't look for ways to fix it. So it's up to you as an addict and as a compulsive person to find things that you can fit into your life that satiate that so it does not catch you off guard. That's what I do with weightlifting. That's what I do with content creation. With content creation, when I get an overwhelming compulsive desire, I can make a video, I can do something and get it out of my brain and out into the world. Sometimes it's cringe, sometimes it's stupid, sometimes it's not even worth making, but for me, it is, because it is therapeutic and helps me get these compulsive habits out of my brain. A negative side of that is it does bleed over into the weight room. I don't have necessarily uh, uh, the best habits in the weight room when I am in a negative headspace and I get hit with compulsion. You can see that sometimes when you see me like chasing things that I need to kind of take a step back from. So that's a way of seeing how sometimes it can sneak back into your life, even though you're doing everything you can to stay safe. So having your head on like a metaphorical swivel for stuff like this is very, very important. Trust me. For me, I've had a horrible past. I am scarred all over my whole body from my self-destructive habits. It's been referred to almost as a death drive, but some people, I think Freud talked about this, but some people have a drive to have certain sensory inputs and certain feelings, and they chase those to their own detriment, where those feelings and sensory inputs are more important than being alive. And it sucks to have that be a part of you. But that means you just have to be very diligent about figuring out healthy ways to satiate it. Because, like I said, it's not going to go away. But you can defeat it, and you can satiate it, and you can turn it into something powerful. I turned my self-harm and destructive habits that have ruined my life, my compulsive issues that have ruined my life, my addictive issues that have ruined my life, and I finally figured out a way to turn it into something productive. And I promise if I can do that, you can. You just have to look for it. It's not going to be perfect. It's still going to have a cost-benefit analysis, but it's safer than the alternative, and that's what's important. I love you guys. Things like this are very important for me to make, but I try not to oversaturate my content with it because it can be negative sometimes. But if something like this can help just one person, and I get messages all the time, especially on TikTok, it's worth it for me to be open and transparent to help some people. I don't like being like this. I didn't ask to be like this. I'm a product of environmental factors. And at one point I thought there was no point and there was no hope for me. And I was able to change that once I was in my 30s, which I thought was way too, like, it was just too late. So don't give up. Always keep trying.